Hello everyone. For the people who already have joined, this is Abhijit and greetings from Vidyalankar. We have been doing, this series of webinars where we actually speak to our gate rankers and achievers. Uh, we are conducting this webinars for the reason that we want our students, like our current students, plus those who are aspiring, to get a good job, to do higher studies, just to inspire them to, to so that they can get some insights on the market trends, how to prepare for jobs, the campus placement, and cracking national level competitive exam like the gate. That's why we have called these achievers, so that they can give you the correct insight on, they can share their journey, they can share their preparation strategies, and you can learn a lot from this session. Now, I hope each and every one of you are staying safe and being at home. And we will also start our batches soon for GATE 2021 and GATE 2022. So our batches will start from this 20th of May. Since due to the situation of lockdown, we will start with online live lectures, and if the situations are normal and as per the government guidelines, we will then again start our regular classroom coaching. So if you want more information about the batches, you can get back to us at 900-438-4232. You can also log into our website, which is www.gate.vidyalanka.org, and you can send a, you can fill the query form, and we will get back to you with all your queries resolved. Now, for today's session, we actually have three of our alumni, and basically the senior most of all of them is Mr. Vikas Marla, who was our student. That is, he did his graduation from Vidyalankar Institute of Technology, Wadala, in biomedical engineering. He decided to take GATE and in instrumentation because that was the only option that he had then in 2015. He has secured All India rank of 40. He has done his master's from IIT Bombay in VLSI design, and now currently he is working with Intel Corporation, and he is live from Bangalore. Then we have Parth Savla. Parth basically was a student of VJTI. He secured. He was from civil engineering. He secured GATE AIR of 122 in civil engineering in the year 2017. He did his masters from IIT Bombay. And currently working for L&T, and he has been posted in Ratnagiri, and he is live from Ratnagiri today. And the third guest that we have today is Shravani, who is a fresher because he has just cracked the gate this year with an All India rank of 17. Okay, she is from Electronics and Communication branch, and she is a student of Vivekanand, VSIT. So first of all, I would like to thank all of you for joining this session. I hope this will be an eye opener to most of our students from Mumbai, from all over India. They'll get inspired by your thoughts, by your experiences. So I would like to start with Vikas. So Vikas, like what is the implication of All India ranking of 40 in instrumentation, and how this AIR 40 has changed your life in terms of getting a good job or doing your masters in IIT Bombay? Please.
Yeah, both the points you said could give an implication. One thing is IIT and the job. Um, uh, and yeah, these are the only main like when you are graduate, when you after a BTech graduate, two things you look for is either have a good secure job, and the second thing is like this was the only exam for me to go into core technical.
Right.
Otherwise, the scenario in the during my college time was all IT companies started coming and hiring, and I was really concerned like getting. Uh, being an undergraduate and getting into a core technical job was very difficult. I don't know the present scenario, but during my time that was the case. So these are the two things. Like it landed up me in the core technical management, and actually I'm working in circuits and the things which I was not in programming and the IIT experience. I mean,
Okay.
the further I'll share much more, but this were the
Yeah.
two things.
So, like, are you inspired by someone, or did like your peer group, like your professors or your friends, or like any member of your family, or maybe a senior, who motivated you, to take the exam and finally crack it, get into IIT?
Um, I mean, during my time, none of my I know any seniors or my batchmates were actually very much in, interest or like very much aware about GATE or very much interested or very much into it. Uh, Even I was in the same stand, but somehow I started having more interest in preparing for GATE. Most of my seniors or batchmates were mostly looking for a masters from other countries or an MBA degree.
Right.
And I wasn't very prepared of for masters and all. Like you have a lot of things to do, you get a scholarship, everything. I found that GATE only have to crack one exam, you're done. You're getting the best institute, which is comparable with the other international universities.
Right.
I thought that okay, this is an easier way.
Right. Right. And like now, my next question is to Part, who is from civil engineering. So, Part, tell me, what kind of student you were. Like, I know you were from BJTI, so and there are a lot of, like we all know, like most of the cream students of Mumbai, they either go to BJTI or SPC. Okay, but we even have students from other colleges. Like we have rankers from Datta Meghe, we have rankers from Lokmanya Tilak, we have rankers from Saraswati. So what kind of student were you? Were you very studious, like दिन में 8 घंटा पढ़ाई 10 घंटा पढ़ाई, you were that kind of student, or you were a student who used to maintain a balance between your studies as well as co-curricular and extracurricular activities?
Uh, Good evening, everyone, first of all. So, to start with, if I would say, as per all engineering streams and all engineering students, it's always last moment preparation, one night study. So, it's never like uh, preparing for 6 to 8 hours daily or something like that. That's not really very much required. But the key thing is you need to be attentive to the classes. So if once you are thorough with your concept, so then it doesn't matter whether you study daily for 2 to 4 hours or whether you study just 2 days before the exams if you're clear with your concept. So this is what is my strategy or generally what I've been following since schooling. So and then since you follow that, then I was in VJT after 12, which is again I won't say it has like the ideal institute or the most like many green students being there. It's like all of the colleges are teaching engineering. It's just that every college has a limited space, and that's why students have to be bifurcated from one college to another. So
Right.
that's the idea.
Right. So actually, students mostly think in terms of CET score, and the topmost score they basically go to these institutes, right? Now, when did you realize that you should take the GATE exam?
Uh, we had one faculty in VJTI, and
Okay.
my master specialization is into construction management. It is one of the field in civil engineering.
Right.
So the professor was for construction management, and he used to take the lectures. So with
Right.
his teaching and with his examples, what he used to explain, he had practical experience as well. So the
Right.
things he used to explain. So that used to very well connect with my thinking and my way of working. So
Right.
at that point of time, I think it was third semester when we have this subject. At that point of time, I thought of giving it a chance. And then I talked
Right.
to professors, talked to people, and then it started. But it started
Okay.
with my professor.
Okay. Okay. So, so there is a professor who motivated you. So that's why I asked this question. Basically, like students mostly get motivated from a peer group. There, for some students, there would be a senior, or for some students, there would be some achiever who they look forward to be like them. So there has to be a motivation factor for all of them, and some, of course, they self-realize and they're self-motivated. So there are
Yes.
also, some students who are self-motivated, right? So I just wanted to understand which category you all follow. Like, and Shravani, first of all, congratulations.
Thank
Okay,
you.
and Shravani actually have a story because she has also appeared GATE 2019, and GATE 2019 she has scored a decent score. I think between 1000 to I think 1500, right? What was your
Yeah,
score in GATE?
1660.
1660, and she would have easily, settled down to a good NIT, maybe, probably, or maybe some new IIT she would have got, right? But she decided to, again take GATE 2020, and you all know the result, right? So Shravani, tell me your story.
So yeah, even I wanted a good job in a good core company. So yeah, I did not want to get into the IT sector. So first I appeared in 2019, but I could not score that well. So I decided to reappear because yeah, I wanted a good seat in a in an IIT. So
Right.
because they have good job opportunities, they promise for good job opportunities. So that's why I decided that I'll reappear, and then yeah.
Okay. And like, what was your marks out of 100? Just to inform all the other students, because they need a benchmark, to look after.
Yeah, so I got 76 out of 100. So a score of 923 out of 1000.
Okay. And do you know the marks of All India Rank 1, AIR 1?
Yeah, so the All India one rankers scored 82 out of 100. Yeah, so that makes me 6 marks less.
Okay. So 6 marks can drop your rank to 17,
Yeah.
right? So, so, so students, for all the EC students who are listening or who are viewing this webinar, this session, you should understand the benchmark has to be, 70 plus for electronics and communication if you want to secure anything below 50. And so that's it. So what else, Avani? Like, how was your, days during college time? How much did you prepare? And you took a drop for almost, 1 year. So
Yeah.
were you also working this 1 year, or you are direct, you are, fully devoted yourself for GATE preparation?
Yeah, so I did not sit for placements. I
Right.
expected that I'll get a good rank in 2019, but was not
Right.
enough to get a good seat in a good institute.
Right.
So I decided to take a break. Yeah, because you need some time to reattempt it. Yeah, solve. I mean, practice better.
Yeah, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah. So, Vikas, recently, I took a session in RAIT college for instrumentation engineers. So basically, that was a session to inform them about, how to go about the subjects for instrumentation. And what I found was most of the students were not serious. Okay. Because they were little bit, underconfident because they were from instrumentation branch. That's what their faculty or their professor told me. They were a little bit underconfident. They are feeling like there are no jobs for instrumentation engineers in basically in the corporate sector, or you can say in core. So what are your thoughts about that?
So as I said, for any, like, you take the case of electronics also, right after undergraduate, I think that there's very limited jobs available. So like, if you give a gate instrumentation, you have a lot of opportunities. The first thing I saw is that there are PSUs, public sector, which directly considers gate and directly hires you. So in that, I found that instrumentation people were more advantageous than the other branches,
Right.
because
That's all.
the thing is that, example is like, so the government releases the fixed number of vacancies. So this
Right.
has to be filled by these many number of branches. So we can see that the number of applicant appearance for instrumentation is less. So uh, so it is sure that if you're in good rank, maybe below 150, then you're sure you're going to get into PSU jobs, and they give good decent amount of packages, salaries or whatever. And the other way is you can go into MTech. So in MTech, you can go to any branch. Like I did my VLSI by attempting instrumentation. You go to microelectronics. You can go to instrumentation. You can go to control systems. There are many things, many things. The only thing is that the limited number of seats. It is because limited number of applicants are there. So,
Right.
so once you get a good rank in GATE, it's for sure that you get a good job. It's nothing
Right.
like. Another thing I want to add, what Shravani said, is that the marks changes every year. Like it's not that 70 is a benchmark. It changes year to year. Like sometimes if you get 60, that will, it depends on the
Yeah.
paper how they
Difficulty
conduct
level of the paper. Yeah.
the level of the paper. So
Yeah.
the students are advised to prepare the best. There's nothing benchmark.
Right.
Prepare the best. Whatever, however, like they don't know. Some people might find it easier, some it harder, but it's up to them how they conduct the paper, and some people will do it best. And in one year, I remember in one of the year I remember 91 was something else.
That was the highest score. Yeah.
It
Yeah. And even I remember GATE 2018, EC paper was really difficult.
Yeah, yeah.
Even students who have scored, 50 out of 100, they were also in top
Yeah.
200 AIRs.
Yeah.
So it depends on the difficulty level of the paper as well.
if you
And
prepare
Vikas,
well,
do you also remember like your subjects and how you prepared during your time?
okay. So uh, I realized when I was in the fourth year last semester, I realized that I have to do something. When I started
Right.
preparing it, I joined Vidyalankar during that time.
Right.
Vidyalankar coaching. So that time it was really late. I'm not just scaring students who have planned to start now, but for my case it was like juggling between college projects and preparing for GATE was not easier. And the other thing is that the IITs conduct GATE thinking that it's not necessary that you need to take a break after your graduation. You can right away get a good score while being in the college itself. It's just they are just checking your fundamentals. They're not asking you. It's not an IES exam you go on preparing for years and years to get it. It's just they're checking your fundamentals. If your fundamentals are whatever you studied in your engineering, it's fundamentals. Go to exam, apply it, and you okay. They'll say okay, you're ready to start the master's study. But the problem I know is today's engineering is the fundamentals are weak. So you have to separately prepare for GATE. I mean, what the ideal scenario is that tomorrow you thought tomorrow that's a GATE exam, you go and write. That is the ideal scenario. I mean, if your fundamentals are really good, I mean,
Clear. Yeah.
whatever you have studied, they don't ask like very tricky or very rocket science question. Whatever you have studied in engineering, what if your fundamentals are clear, you know the things, you don't need to even prepare the exams. But the coming to the real fact, that is not the ideal scenario. The real fact
Right.
is that we have somehow we really have that mentality to somehow pass the exams and get some good marks and get the degree. But uh, so that's why we need dedicated time for that. So
Yeah.
the first time I didn't even qualify because I did not
You
have
started late. Yeah.
that's early. But I realized that I understood what are my errors, what are my mistakes, and I understood that okay, let me give it a try. Otherwise, I will regret for my entire life that being close to this, I knew what things I've done in the first time. And the second time, I took a break and I went to Hyderabad because sitting in home was something very difficult for me. Like you sit in home after your graduation, like after 12, that is okay. Like you're still a kid and you can sit and prepare. But once you're graduate, it's really difficult to like your family relatives are asked what are you doing, you still didn't get a job. So I thought like let me
Yeah.
change my city and I went to Hyderabad and I joined a coaching class there. That coaching class also helped, but changing the city and the staying in the hostel is something helped me out. Okay, coming to the gate, then the first attempt really I covered most of the portions, even though I did not prepare fully, but I covered most of the portions. Then I went there and I took
So
1 month.
basically proper dedicated time, which is required, right? Like
No, not
for,
dedicated time.
for
Just no, no, no. I, 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 I asked students to clear the gate while they are in engineering exam itself. I mean, sorry, while they were in graduate itself, not to. I mean,
Yeah, not to take a break, because they can do it with their academics,
not even
right? With their
advising not to take a break, but it's okay to take a break unless you are really confident and you are really dedicated. Whatever happens, if I want to study, if you have that zeal, then it's
Right.
okay, fine to take the break. But I advise, like, you try hard. You try hard in the first attempt, like during your engineering exam. It feels better. So for that, I would suggest plan by fourth year start itself. When you plan to start by fourth year itself, you'll have enough time, and during your weekend, Saturday, Sunday, you can study, you can attend the classes or whatever.
Yeah.
Basically, that I mean, taking 1 year break for again reading the same thing which you study for 4 engineering is something not
So
I
that's
don't
why, like, that's why now we have a change in curriculum. Like before, our batches used to be for 1.5 years or a 1 year batch. Now we even have a 2 years batch where students, of course the serious students who really are very serious about the exam, about cracking the exam, they start preparing since their fourth semester.
yeah that's
So yeah, so by the time they are in fourth semester, they have already done few of the core subjects, and they know, like, they can crack this exam, and they start their preparation from fourth semester itself.
that will change
Start.
the mentality also, like how to
Yeah,
study, not just to pass exams. That will
yeah,
change
right,
your
right,
engineering
right. You need to score
curriculum.
well. Like you
Like
can qualify by.
when you're studying for this competitive exam, you'll apply the same method or same technique in your semester exams, and it will really
Right.
help in the long run. Even if you
So
don't get in gate,
yeah,
even getting core by your BTech graduation itself.
of course, because your concepts will be clear, your technical skills will
Yeah.
be good, and you can
I
crack
suggest,
interviews easily. Yeah,
I
yeah,
suggest you plan very early. For me,
yeah.
my time the awareness was very less. When
That's
I
what.
went to Hyderabad, I saw there the awareness was huge. People were
Right,
talking about ranks and all. When I was in Mumbai, they were only talking about how to qualify. There
right.
was
So that's
entire change in the scenario. I mean, the awareness of GATE. Mostly people will go, like, Mumbai is like financial capital. They'll mostly go for masters, like MBA, or people who are getting scholarships have or are financially good. They'll go to MS in good countries. But the awareness of GATE was very less, so I started GATE. But now I think so it has started gaining
yeah.
momentum in these cities also.
So, so my question to Part, how was your time schedule used to be during your BTech days, and till the time when you have taken the final exam, like GATE exam in 2017. So how your daily schedule used to be like? आप of course आप कॉलेज जाते थे, फिर कॉलेज के साथ साथ कैसे पढ़ाई करते थे, प्रिपरेशन कैसे करते थे? Please tell something about that.
As I said, first of all, I graduated in 2016,
Okay.
and the 2017 GATE was my second attempt. So,
Okay.
and that was with a break again. In 2016, when we had classes, obviously, like when I was in Vidya Lankar, the classes, they set up the timings in accordance with the college so that the students do not get affected.
Right.
So there used to be, I suppose, 3 to 4 hours of lectures, and then regular college. So it's difficult to get time for self-study. Still, you can spare 1 or 2 hours for yourself. But the main thing, as I told earlier, that you need to be strong with your concepts. So if you are
Right.
attentive in your class, and if the professor explains, like if you are good with the subject, so
Right.
then the task that is left is just to practice the questions and remember the things which are necessary for you to answer the question.
Okay.
So
So
that just requires some preparation.
right, right. And there is a question for Shravani. It has been asked by Sandesh Patkar. So he wants to know, like, what are the good study material for GATE, and what are the he has asked the about the study material for GATE.
Yeah, so I solved some practice books that you can get in the market, or if you join Vidya Lankar, you'll get EQ or something like that. I don't remember what it was
Exam
called.
question, yeah, EQ
Yeah, yeah,
and EQ solution, yeah.
yeah. But I think previous year questions are very important. Like those are game changing. So I
Okay.
think, yeah, that is what pulled my rank from 1000 plus to top 20s.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And Rohit has asked you a question like, would you recommend taking drop for everyone if they are confident?
Uh, so yeah, it depends on you. Like if you really want to want to do your masters, or just want to remain in the core sector, yeah, like remain in India. So
But
GATE is a really good option.
yeah, so don't you guys think like we can even crack the gate along with our engineering subjects and engineering semesters, because uh, like this is for Shravani, because although you have secured 1600, that is not a bad rank or something, right? So yeah, so what do you suggest, like because most of the students, they are, because all of you have reattempted gate, like, so you have taken the 19, then 20, then again part have reattempted. So now most of the students are planning to take a drop. You need to advise
Uh,
them yeah.
so our time it was less aware. I don't know about, but
Yeah,
present I think the people have started understood the importance of faith. So now if they start early, there is no need to take a
yeah,
break.
sooner the better,
I
right?
know my
Yeah,
batchmates in my MTech, they have right away came from their BTech, attempted in the BTech, and they're done well. So
yeah,
it's only case to case. Don't just think that okay, ये साल नहीं अगले साल कर ही लेंगे. No, no, just don't give that. It really builds up a lot of pressure. I know the pressure when you take a break after at the age of 20 or 21. It is really difficult. But if you are really well motivated, then it's fine. You can take a break, but don't keep it as an okay. I have an option. Just
yeah,
start early. Then not a problem.
Yeah, like
yeah.
try as yeah, give your best try, because it's better if you crack in the when you're
First
in your
attempt.
BTech, yeah, on your first attempt. So it saves you a lot of time. And
Yeah, in the
So
during my BTech time, if I wouldn't have taken it seriously, it had really helped me in the second attempt because BTech time I learned what are the mistakes, what is the level of preparation. That has helped me. So
yeah,
if I wouldn't have done that time, I would have taken another attempt and I would have screwed up. So
yeah,
it's okay. You have good leisure time during your BTech years. You'll have different opportunities. You will have different, different various opportunities. So it's better to start seriously, little bit seriously during your BTech years.
yeah. So again, like all of us do not have all the time to make mistake and then learn. You should also learn from others' mistake, right? Like, so that's why we have organized session like this, so that student can understand what are the mistakes you have made and what are the right decision that you have taken, and they can learn from your mistakes as well. Okay. So what I feel is, if you start early, there is no need to take a break, or again take a drop for another 1 year. We have many example of students who have cracked the exam during their BTech or during their first attempt. Again, Shravani, you have one more question from Shruti. She wants to know like the subjects in ECE that need the most attention.
so yeah, in my opinion, I think the most difficult subjects are communications and analog electronics. So yeah, and even electromagnetic theory, because some of the questions from those subjects require like they have peculiar solutions. So you have to prepare well. Yeah, the concept
Okay.
should be really spot on.
Yeah. So there are a lot of questions coming up for Shravani. Anand wants to know, like, do you believe in long-term study where you plan 4 or 5 hours a day, or do you believe a couple of months before the exam you need to go all in? I think we already have discussed this, but
Yeah.
still,
So,
you tell
no, yeah.
Shravani.
Like I think most MU students are those 4 5 hours pehle wale students. Like
Yeah.
yeah, we study all the night and then yeah go and
Yeah.
give our exams. But I think for GATE you need to study from the beginning. Like, you need to put
Yeah.
in a lot of hours. And, yeah.
या तो 2 घंटे मतलब 2-3 महीने पहले अगर आप स्टार्ट करोगे तो it might not be a good decision if your fundamentals are
Yeah.
not that strong,
Yeah,
right?
exactly. If you're really conceptually very strong, then maybe you can score well. But yeah, for
Yeah,
GATE you need to prepare well.
yeah. And part I also want, there are a lot of civil students who have joined in. I want you to give them some preparation tips, like what are the important subjects, what are the easiest subject, what were the difficult subjects, and how you have tackled those difficult subjects.
Um, For preparation, I would say civil for GATE civil, it's a huge syllabus.
Yeah.
So it's very difficult to gear up all of things at one time.
Right.
So what my suggestion is, you need to build a strategy. And as the professors would suggest, and everyone would let you know, they would be ranking subjects based on weightage and such kind of things. For example, geotechnical engineering and fluid mechanics, environmental engineering, from mathematics. These are subjects which have good weightage, like more than 10 marks in GATE for civil. So when you know these are the subjects, so you need to target this very studiously. But apart from that, if you need to also see to it that you are interested to study. So to make sure of that, you need to start with the subject which you are interested in. So even if that is not that important, or if the weightage for that subject is less, but still if you start with that, it will give you a kickstart and it will make you interested further. So that would be my suggestion, to start with subjects which you are interested in, and then slowly move on towards the subjects which are having more weightage. And one of the key things for preparation, I would say, is also notes preparation. Like as I said, the syllabus is too vast. So referring entire books or the reference books at once at the end is very difficult. So you need to prepare your own notes. That also, it's not the notes which classes provide. That are your own notes that you prepare while studying. So those notes are the best help solutions which you will get at the time nearer to the exams. So that is my suggestion. Prepare a strategy, prepare notes while studying, and then use that notes as when exam comes nearer.
Okay. So there is one more question from Priya Pal. Actually, this is a general question that she has posted. She has completed her diploma in computer engineering, but she is doing her bachelor in EXTC. Okay, so now she wants to appear GATE in CS. Then she's asking like how to prepare that, and will it be difficult to clear concepts and prepare? Now, of course, she can appear GATE in computer science because like she have a background of CS already. Like she has done computer science in diploma. Okay, so like I think Vikas can answer this question. Like she is switching her branch. Like she is doing her graduation in EXTC, and she wants to appear GATE in CS. So what do you think? What do you suggest?
I think I've saw three, four subjects of CS, that is data structures and algorithms and everything. Uh, I think she must take her own call because it depends upon, like, I mean, you have like for me when I was preparing for instrumentation, there was like two, three subjects which wasn't there in my biomedical curriculum.
Right.
So that is something I learned from my own. I learned from the textbook, I learned from the classes and everything. But the basics were there from the other subjects. Like I was little bit aware about those subjects, but I picked up and I understood the subject by the end of the by the time of exam. So I think if she did a diploma in computer science and if she's okay with the fundamentals, there's nothing wrong. I know people who have appeared in CS who did undergraduation in EXCC with no CS background, but if they are really good at programming and know the concept well, I think they can do it.
I think the great example is Google CEO, Mr. Sundar Pichai. So his branch of engineering is metallurgy, and now he is the CEO of Google. So that is one of the biggest example. I think switching branch for Priya won't be a problem because she has already done her diploma in CS, so she can do that. And but I would suggest you go to the subject once, you see the
Yeah.
syllabus. Yeah, if you feel confident that your fundamentals are clear, then you can go ahead. All you need
And there
is
will be
a
no
lot of
problem during admissions also. They won't.
yeah, that won't be a problem. Yes, and if you have a good score and good rank, then definitely
Yeah.
there won't be any problem. But all you need is to practice a lot, right? So
Yeah.
if you practice questions, your fundamental will automatically be strong. Okay, and part do you remember the interview process of IIT Bombay? Like what type of questions
For
were asked
entering
to
to
you?
IT.
Yeah, for entering to IIT Bombay.
Yes. So mine was construction management specialization, as I said. So I was selected for directly for interview. So we didn't attend any test,
Okay.
and the interview was majorly technical.
Okay.
So they were just testing the basic fundamentals. Like it was technical, but it was not too high level kind of thing. It was basic. They were just checking the subject, how do we understand the subject, how well do we think over it, what is the way we think on the different topics. So this is what their interview was about. For example,
Okay.
if I want to give an example, so they asked me a question on crashing. There is a subject called crashing in construction management. So there was, and they used to show different graphs and asked me to explain the meaning of the graph. So they
Okay.
were not interested to know how much do I remember or the terms, but basically, but they need to they try to understand how well do we understand the subject. So that
Basically,
was
your
majorly
approach to the
technical and
question.
major
Yeah.
time management. Yes, approach to the
Yes.
question.
Yeah. There is one more question from Sandesh. He is a student from fourth year, and he is not sure if he should take the job or wait for the next year. Can you suggest which factors pushed you to take a break? How did you get motivated to get such a rank? I think this question, I don't know, this question can be applied to all of you. But Shawnee, can you answer this question? I know, like, how did you get motivated to get such a rank, and like, if like, how you have kept yourself motivated during the entire 1 year?
Yeah, so I did not sit for the placements in the first place because I was clear that I did not want a job in the IT sector. So that was the greatest motivation for reappearing. And yeah, then I had a faith in myself, like that I can do this, because yeah, there was no other option. Like I did not want to go outside abroad, and yeah, I wanted to do my master's here. So I took that
Okay.
leap of faith and decided to reattempt.
So you have one goal, that is to do masters in IIT,
Yeah.
and specifically IIT Bombay. So that was your
Yeah,
motivation, right?
yeah, like
And
I
and you
also,
all, okay, and you also never set for campus placement.
no, no, because yeah,
Okay. So Amay, there is a question from Amay. He wants to know how to go further with studies for core subjects for GATE 2022, because our exams are cancelled and core subjects are not taught in colleges. How to be well prepared in advance? Now, I don't know if you already know or not. Government, like, for I basically know about Mumbai University exams for second, third, and first, second, and third year are cancelled. Okay, so all the students will be passed now, and only the final year students, they will have to appear the exam, and mostly that exam will be online. Okay, so that's why he has asked this question, because the exams were cancelled and the core subjects were not taught. He has not mentioned his college, neither I think he has not also mentioned his subject. So he wants to know, like, how to be well prepared in advance. I think this is the time where you should, because you have nothing to do, like,
yeah,
you cannot go outside, you cannot move
yeah,
outside,
it's
so
a
this is the
boon in
time you should.
disguise actually. Yeah, like,
Yes, yes. So
yeah.
yeah, if Shawnee, you can suggest something.
So yeah, I think reference books are very helpful. You already have that list online. Like when you're studying for your BTech syllabus, you have all those standard reference books in your syllabus. So I think those are very helpful. Um, yeah, and if you join classes, then obviously the teachers, they are really great. So they'll
You have NPTEL lectures. The lectures are
yeah,
there
yeah,
in
yeah. I
IIT.
forgot about that.
You
Yeah,
can
yeah.
choose any subject and you
Exactly,
can just
NPTEL lectures, and even there
so
are some videos online, YouTube also,
you
of
take any
specific
topic, you
concepts.
take any subject.
Yeah,
There
yeah,
are a
yeah.
lot of
In it.
available
Yeah,
online.
and
So,
also, like, we are starting from 20th of May, so many students have already registered for our new batches. So if students want to start preparing right away, they can. And
yeah,
like, we are using the Zoom platform for the online live lectures. We are also giving students recorded session, recorded video lectures, plus ebooks. We are also providing ebooks, which they can access to, and and our faculties are also there, who are who solve questions online as well. Parth, tell me something about your life in IIT. So how used to be your entire day, and how used to be your curriculum, all those.
Curriculum, you get chances to explore your dreams. There are also times when you need to work for 18 hours a day. So you will get all taste of life in the campus, but it's more up to you. Like there are many, many avenues and opportunities available in the campus. Like name the field and probably we'll find some of the things over there. So it's on your interest. How well can you approach? But coming to curriculum, so obviously as like it's not just that well reputed because of some name. They have the professors, they have the facilities, and the kind of learning and tech experiences they provide. So that obviously makes it different. So for curriculum, it is always the best. But even in other co-curricular activities, you have all of the list available, and based on your interest, you can explore. So it is
Right.
going to be very, very fun.
Yeah. So there are lots of questions coming in, but I would also request to our viewers, please mention the name of our panel to whom you want to dedicate your question. Umang Jain
Or the
has
branch.
written, or the branch of engineering, right? Umang Jain has asked, what is the thing which keeps you get going to work hard and preparation for GATE exam? This question is to Parth. He has also mentioned this question is to Parth. So I think he's from civil engineering.
Things to go hard for exams.
Like what keeps you get going to work hard, like basically the same
Right.
question,
Okay,
how you can
okay.
be self motivated.
So first of all, you need to have a aim. Like if you have a aim, you need to crack GATE and you want to do masters or you want to enter PSUs. First of all, that is the final goal which will motivate you. But for a shortened periods, the test series and the practice questions when you solve. So if you are not achieving or if you are not able to solve those, that itself will act as a motivating factor. And if you are able to solve it very accurately, then that will add up to your confidence, and then you will go to other subjects. So mainly you need to know the goal. Like, are you doing it for masters? Are you doing it for PSU? And what is the thing that you hope from? You are hoping from this GATE examination?
Right. So I always tell my students, there are three things that you need to understand. First thing, why, then what, and then how. Like, so you
How.
have to understand why you are doing this, what you can achieve by doing this, and how you can do this, right? So if you can identify these
Yes.
three factors, I think it itself can work as a motivation. And there is one more question from Joy. He is asking, if I crack GATE exam with rank under 2000, should I go for NIT or NITI Mumbai? Or that is his question basically. So I think like NITs, he will definitely get some NITs if he is under 2000. NITI, I think NITI, there are basically three programs in NITI. One is postgraduate diploma in industrial engineering, one is postgraduate diploma in manufacturing management, and one is postgraduate diploma in project management. And industrial engineering is their flagship course, is the flagship course of NITI. So maybe probably you'll have to see if you can get a seat under 2000, but NIT you'll definitely get, I think. And you have not mentioned your branch of engineering, so I cannot suggest you on that. Dipesh Mehta, he wants to know, for GATE, only previous year questions are enough to get the top rank, or you need to solve questions from other resources. So who wants to answer that? Shravani, I think you can answer that question. Like,
Yeah, so I think when you're preparing for the first time, it's good to solve the exercise at the end of each chapter in the reference books or any other MCQ books. But yeah, previous year questions are very important, but I think you have to get your concepts clear first. So
yeah. So
A few
when
things I would like to add.
yeah.
Maybe I'll
Sure,
click
go ahead.
from my mind. So a few mistakes what students do is that they will study too much. Like, I mean, they'll go on studying. They'll read the different types of books and everything. They'll collect the information. So GATE is not about how much information you have. It's about how you solve the problems. So you should develop a habit right from the very beginning to solve problems. Like whatever problems you get, as she said, end of the chapter, or any previous question. Try to solve the problems. When you solve the problems, when you're stuck at something, then you go to the theory. Then you read the theory. Again, try to solve. Until you don't get the solution, keep
Yeah,
solving
don't
it.
look at the solution.
Don't
Yeah,
look at the
try to
solution.
solve it. Yeah.
You try to clear the concepts based on that problem, and keep doing that. And finally, you will be in a stage where you can definitely solve any problem given. And the other thing is that start giving tests. Giving tests. A lot of classes conduct that. You go to Vidyala, give the Vidyalanga test or any test. Just join the test and start giving that because you will get. It's like in mock tests are very important. They can really show the actual scenario, how you can take this stress management, how you can control your nervousness.
Yeah, you get comfortable with the environment,
The thing is
exam
that
environment.
this is a
That's
competitive
what.
exam.
That's what.
So it tests
Retaking, yeah.
it
Again,
tests
retaking the gate. It is better you take n number of mock tests, right? It is like
yeah,
taking gate
that's
altogether. Yeah.
very important. The important thing is the student make mistakes is that till the end of the exam they still be preparing. You
Yeah.
have to stop 1 month before you stop preparing. Nothing will go in your mind once after 1 month. Just stop 1 month, at least 2 months before, and then start only giving tests and problem solving. Just stop preparing. Otherwise, it will be a big blunder. And the other thing is that I want to say is that so this is a competitive exam. There will be a lot of people in your same stage. That everyone will be preparing. There should be some factor which differentiates you with the other to get a good rank. There are few factors. The few factors are like one thing is that people who have studied hard while appearing for an exam, they will be really nervous. They will start forgetting everything, even though they know the things.
Yeah.
So that is the most important thing. Right from the first, you have to be very confident that uh, while exams or any situation comes, it's not only about the preparation. Your day-to-day life should be changed, should be designed in a such a way that कल भी exam हो तो I'm prepared. So
Yeah.
that is what differentiates with the other other preparators. Like there will be like lakhs of people studying hard. There should be some differentiating factor, right? Which differentiates you from the other things. That these many things are like how efficient you are, how time managing you are, how better you can have a decisive thinking, and you should know how much to study and how much not to study. That is also important. You just don't go on studying. You should like
Yeah.
that will come when you solve previous year question paper. You will get an idea. Like the gate the IIT professors are not trying to grudge you like you should entire life you study. They will not they will follow the same pattern. That is for sure. If you look at the previous year question, they'll follow the same pattern. It's only that they'll tweak little bit so that not you should be well aware about the subject. That is
Yeah.
something. And from the very
So
beginning, if you study fundamental concepts again are very strong, it will help you in interviews.
yeah.
In the interviews, I remember in the interviews they help you. They help you while you're solving the problem. They help you while you're answering the question. So it's not that you should do everything like in the right everything on your tongue and the tip of your tongue. They'll help you. They will try to push you forward, and they're seeing that how you are approaching the problem. That is more important.
Yeah. So
What is the
solving
fundamental
previous
thing?
year's question. Yeah. Solving previous year's
Any
question
question,
will
wherever you
definitely have any question
just
for that
solve it,
matter.
just solve it.
Yeah. Yeah. So it can be from different resources. It can be from reference book. It can be
Yeah,
from the
and
books
don't
that
look
we
at the
provide.
solutions. You
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't.
and
Yeah.
go to the
Solve and
concept.
yeah.
Go to the
Yeah. Right.
concept,
Right.
read, and again come.
Because like I have spoken to many of our rankers of all of them have suggested to solve the previous year's question as many question possible from different resources, and they have given priority to previous year's question because gate exam comes in a standard pattern and in a standard
Yeah.
syllabus, so previous year's question will help you a lot. Now there are a lot of questions coming in. There is one more question from Satyam. He is from mechanical. He is preparing for gate 2022. He has asked, should I read the reference book for depth of understanding the concept or just study the class note for question solving? So ये तो मैं भी बता सकता हूँ. Please do read the reference book as well to build a good concept. Not only reference book, you can read different books like some notes provided by us, and just do not depend on only the class notes, because क्लास में जनरली क्या होता है, वो 1 घंटे का लेक्चर होता है, उसमें प्रोफेसर भी डिटेल में आपको नोट नहीं दे पाएंगे. You will have to take your own effort. Okay, the best way to do is read the reference book and try to build a good concept.
And prepare
Utkarsh
your own
Mishra,
notes. Preparing
and
your
yeah,
own
of
notes.
course,
Because
and
the thing is
prepare your
that
own notes.
while the exams coming here, you start feeling like, okay, I'm forgetting the concept. Then comes this books. You open the books,
Right.
you read one line, and you can create 100 lines from that one single line. So that's how it is such a savior for your the right time. So
Right.
while you're preparing, just write short notes and write at that time itself. So
Right.
when you 1 month before, you can't open the reference book and start reading it. It's very difficult.
Right, right. So you have to make a habit since from
Yeah.
the since from the beginning. Utkarsh Mishra, he is from computer science, and he has asked. There are not many options in PSU for MTech. In PSUs for computer science, and there are limited opportunities for PSUs in computer science. So should he go for MTech? But he has also mentioned MTech. Okay, should he opt for PSU or MTech? Basically, that is his question. Utkarsh, you should definitely like. You can also get a job in PSU even if you are from computer science. But if you want to do your masters, you should definitely go for MTech because the top premier institute like IITs, NITs, and even the triple ITs, they have very good job opportunities for PG students. Okay, so if you can check their website and their placement packages, you will understand. And even if you are preparing for GATE, your fundamentals will be very strong, as all of our panel said, and you can easily crack any campus interviews or off-campus interview. Darshan Mehta, he has a question for Parth. Which books to refer for sums for GATE level exam for civil engineering? So he wants to understand which reference book did you refer to?
Reference books are just for your concept building. Once you have built your concept, so then I suppose your class notes and class exercise workbooks and all those things will help you and are sufficient for practice purpose. Just to build the concept, you need the reference book, and those reference books I think can be the books which your colleges generally prefer. So every college, mostly the books are same, but generally the colleges teach through one of the reference book, and that reference book is sufficient for building concepts. One more thing, I think earlier when there was one question for building concepts, so reference books about. So when you answered that to build concepts, we can go through reference books. One point to that is professor explanation. So
Right.
if you understand the explanation of professors very well, and if you are thorough with that, then concept building would be easy. Fundamentals would be clear. And then for practicing, you can go with any class workbook. So that
Yeah.
may be Vidya Lankar classes or maybe any other.
Yeah, so Karan Sharma, he wants to know, do PSU recruit every year civil engineers on the basis of GATE exam? Yes, they do recruit every year. Yeah, हर साल PSUs में
Number of,
recruitment आता
yes,
है.
yes, the number of openings
Yeah,
vary, but they do recruit every year.
they would recruit every year. Yeah. Anis Patka has also has asked a question for Parth. What would you select between PSU or MTech for civil engineering? My question is for Parth. Also, you can share some light on placements after MTech.
I myself selected a master's, so it's not just for your question. It's my decision what I made. I went for master's and I didn't go for PSUs for whatever reasons, and it's basically depends on your situation. If you are willing to build your financial condition, and then PSUs are a good option because that would give you a good decent salary, and you can start your career with a good kickstart. And if you go for masters, then it would give you an opportunity to go more detail into technicalities of the subject. So it's on your interest whether to go for PSU or a masters. I have chosen masters for myself. And the second question was in the same line was for in the same
Sorry?
line. The second question was asking.
Yeah, he wants to understand placements for MTech students. IIT Bombay, maybe NITs, IITs, top
Right.
institutes.
So the placements are there. So the placements are there. It's on you how what is the caliber you carry. So placements are there. There are companies coming, and you will get placed into one company or the another. So placements is probably not an issue into doing masters, but you need to be thorough.
Yeah.
For what purpose do you want to do masters?
Right.
One more thing
Uh,
is that people are thinking that PSU is Sarkari Naukri, but it is no more. It is privatizing. So there's no difference between if you're getting into PSU or in a private job. I heard that government is trying to privatize the PSU. So it will be equal to what private companies say for civil engineering. It will be almost same. So if you're in that mentality, then there is no difference now. In the present scenario,
yeah.
PSUs are going to convert to privatized. They are going to be privatized. So it depends on you how you take the call.
Yeah, but if you really want a good job, you will be you will have to be technically sound, right?
Yeah.
And for that you'll have to understand the concept. It again comes to the same
It is,
point.
it is
Yeah,
for the people who
When,
think
when you have
Sarkari
reached to the
Naukri.
stage,
yeah. So yeah, of course.
no, no. When you have reached to the stage where you are applying for PSUs or where you are going for IIT interviews, so obviously you are technically sound and you have reached to that level.
Right.
So then
right.
that problem is solved. So then it comes to
Yeah.
the decision which you take according to your situation.
You have options and you grab it. Like if you want to go to PSUs, you can. If you want to go for MTech, you can. From MTech, if you want to go to private company, you can. If you want to join L&T, you can.
Again,
So,
from
For
MTech,
any
you
of
can go to
these things, you
PSU.
need a good gate score.
again,
For
yeah,
Again,
again
from
from
MTech, you can go to
or
PSU. There's
right,
ample of
right. So after MTech also you can join a PSU, or after MTech you can join a private company. It depends, or you can go for a like PhD program
PhD.
if you want. Yeah, if you want, you can go
Exactly.
for a PhD program. So there is a question for Shravani. She is a student from your college, Vivekanand College. She is a final year student in EXTC, and she wants to know. I'm quoting what she has written. I'm focused on research, but do you think keeping an open mind with respect to industry helps in preparation?
Yeah, I guess like even I was interested in research first, but yeah, like I mean, so presently I'm not interested in doing PhD because it takes a lot of time. I'm interested in working in the industry. So yeah, I don't know how to answer her question. It depends on, you have to decide like what you want to do, and then you can learn with every new experience. Like you never know what you want next. Like the decision
So
might change. Yeah, with
yeah, so
time.
like if she is focused on research, then basically she should go for PG, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
certainly.
so I think that's what the answer should be. Like she should go for PG, and she should prepare for PG, and probably she can prepare GATE and get into an IIT.
And
Then
then she
from
can
there she
get
can,
into masters plus PhD directly.
yeah,
So
masters plus PhD
There is
also,
yeah,
direct PhD also.
yeah, even
yeah,
direct PhD. Yeah,
direct PhD also.
she really wants
Uh,
to get into research. So, yeah.
yeah. So, what are the programs that IIT offer? One is TA and one is RA. Can you explain, Savni, because you are already doing your research on those? What are TA
Uh,
courses are?
yeah. So the courses are basically the same. You have the same subjects and everything, but
Right.
yeah. So TA means teaching assistantship. So you'll be assisting the teachers with all their like taking tests and stuff. Yeah. So and RAs they'll be helping the researchers. Like there are IIT professors who are doing research as well. So you'll be assisting them. So the difference
Right.
is in the number
I
of
think
years you
Vikas
have to
and
put
Parth, you
in.
can add something to this. That.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was an RA. I was an RA. I was working a project which was funded outside the IIT. So I was assisting the prof. So the difference between them is that so TA is a 2-year program and RA is a 3-year program. The number of courses to complete the MTech is 11. So both have to do 11 courses. But the difference is that, for example, for RA, he has to take 3 courses per semester, whereas for TA he has to take 5 semesters. So TA spends less time in lab or whatever. He completes his or her courses very fast, and the second year we will do the MTech project. But for RA, what we have to do is we have to spend time in lab on the project and also in the courses. If you can have a good gate rank, you can directly without any interview. Or I'm talking about the electrical department program. It varies department to department. So how does electrical or department of IIT Bombay does is that if you're going for TA, there's no interview and there's written test. You'll direct get the admission based on your GATE score. But for RA, they will call you a range of GATE scores to a written test and an interview. So my GATE score was 805 that time, and above 850, that's 850, it was direct admission. 850 to 1000 was direct admission. So right from 850 to GATE score till 600. So again, after my GATE, I had to compete with these many people. Right from 600 GATE score to 805, we were called for a written test. I got direct admissions in other IITs, but IIT Bombay was something I was looking for. So I saw this RA, they're offering the RA program. So we have to give written test and the interview, and then you get into this RA
Yeah.
program, which is very good. Even though you spend 1 year than the TA, but it is very good. The amount of
A lot of
exposure you
learning,
get, yeah,
learning
you
experience.
have
Yeah.
a good time to learn. Like TAs will be busy in getting courses done, and then there'll be placement in the December. They're done. Your MTech program is done. But RA is like you have good time and go it way. So it allowed. So because of that,
It's
yeah, I filed a patent because I got a time. I had good research
okay.
time. That is
So,
the
So would you recommend RA over TA? Like, which is better?
uh, it
Which
depends on you. Like if you want to get earlier into a job, that's fine. If you don't want to spend 1 more year extra, if you're good gate rank, then get into TA. It's not nothing like that.
Yeah, like which provides a better experience. I wanted to know. Yeah, 1 year.
Experience,
Yeah.
see, as you said that you want to get into job, you get into TA. But if you're interested in TA, publish a good research. It is possible in TA, but you have to be very devote your time. But RA, like you relax time, you can. But if you want to get into job, anyways, you get both from RA or TA, and you'll have a good exposure to both the programs.
okay. Since we have time constraint, I'll quickly take few more questions and then we'll wrap up the session. There is a question for Part. Suryakant Singh. He wants to know how to prepare structures in civil.
Structure in civil.
Yeah,
Okay,
structural engineering basically he's asking.
Right. So the basic subject for structure, I suppose, is there is one subject called mechanics, and there is solid strength of material, STOM, or mechanics of solid, whatever they call in their college. So these two are the basic subjects. If you are thorough with these two subjects, probably the subjects later on coming like structural analysis, RCC, those would be easier. Or basically, you need to be strong with the basic subjects. And then obviously NPTEL lectures, as Vikas rightly suggested before, those subjects and explanations from those professors will help in understanding the subject well.
Okay, and there is a question for Vedarvi. There is a question to Shravani. She wants to know, like, doing internship, does it matter while you appear for interview in IIT?
Yeah, actually, I don't know. I think they both can answer it better because I haven't given an interview, right? So
Yes, it
to
will.
get a good score, I think
will help,
you'll
right?
get yeah.
It is an added
direct-
advantage. Nothing wrong
Yeah.
with that. It is an added advantage.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I said right, few of the IITs don't even take interview. They are direct admission. Like IIT Bombay is direct admission. IIT Kanpur have interview for every courses. IIT Kharagpur.
IISc Bangalore too.
IIT Bangalore has
Bangalore too.
interview.
Yeah. IIT Bangalore also have a written test.
Yeah, that is
Yeah, aptitude test.
that is CEDC
written aptitude.
department, DESC.
Right.
IIT
Internship
Madras
is an added advantage. But one thing for civil engineering students, it is also one thing that helps in understanding the subject well, because it is a physical world which we are working in. So
Right.
for civil engineers, internship is a very good opportunity to understand things and then to relate with the subjects what they study.
Right. And now students also have an advantage because there are 23 IITs now. Plus now the number of NITs has also increased to 31. So if someone wants the IIT Tech, then now they have many seats. Before there used to be only 7 IITs. Like I think because your time also there, how many IITs were there? I think there were lesser IITs. Okay. Then there is one more question from Karan Sharma. He has
one
asked.
one more thing I want to add.
Yeah.
Because things get slipped from my mind. I have points coming up in my mind.
Yeah.
So one thing I would like to say, people can also like if people who got placed at this time, they can also prepare GATE during their job time. It is not required to not to take up the job and sit in home and study. I know people who have while doing their job after undergraduate, I'm saying, doing the job, they prepare during the weekends and they get a good grade score and they left the job and they're in IIT. So I'm suggesting people who have got job, don't leave the job. Start preparing during the job.
Yeah. So there is a question for Parth. Karan Sharma, he has asked, Parth sir, when did you start preparing for GATE exams and what is the average cutoff for GATE to get into IIT Bombay?
Cutoff score varies from year to year, but the rank you can suggest is below, I suppose, below 1000 rank would be good enough to at least get eligible for the test that they conduct. How much time to prepare, it completely depends from person to person, but on an average you need 6 to 8 months at least, I'm saying, or else you consider 1 year is a good time frame. I started since third year, like not third year exactly. I joined Vidya Lankar in my fourth year, but I was clear on GATE as I already discussed from third year when I studied construction management.
Yeah. Okay, so there is a question from Raghav to Vikas. He wants to know how to prepare for RA interviews.
Preparation, yeah. So we'll give you a GATE exam by Feb of the year. Say suppose 2020. I'll give you a scenario. Feb of the 2020, and your interview starts by May. All the colleges start the interviews by May. So you have March, May, the March, April, 2 months between. In the meantime, you can maybe you would not have totally prepared during your GATE exams. You would have been exam oriented, but you have just 2 months to basically to clear more concepts. So you have 2 months after your GATE exams. You can utilize that. So what the professors look for it is just fundamentals. Just fundamentals.
Okay.
They give you simple
yeah.
problems. They will be sitting in front of you and just checking you how are you solving problems. That's it.
Right.
I think.
Right. So we also have a session which is called post GATE guidance. So once you have a good GATE score, we call our faculties, professors, our alumni, and they used to guide students on these aspects, like how to crack PSU interviews and all those things, right? So students can also, once your GATE scores are out, you can also connect with us and join this session. Now, finally, since like we have little time constraint, I want all of you one by one. Firstly, I'll go with Shravani. Just advise our students how they can utilize this lockdown time, and what should they prepare, and how to prepare a daily schedule for themselves.
Yeah, so aim on covering the syllabus as much as possible, and especially concentrate on solving problems. Because now you have a lot of time and peace of mind. Once the college begins, everything begins. Yeah, you won't get much time. And then there'll be projects and placements and everything. So to do as much as complete as much as possible now.
Yeah, and so because I want to know, like, what kind of resources do Intel hire? Okay, and if someone is aspiring to get into Intel Corporation, what kind of preparation should they go for to crack Intel's interview?
Asking after the MTech.
After MTech or maybe after BTech, I am asking basically on what skill set they should work for. Like कुछ ऐसा skill set है क्या जिसपे उनको काम करना चाहिए? Of course, GATE preparation सभी अपने students कर रहे हैं. Okay, and GATE prepare करेंगे तो of course they'll develop their technical skills in terms of fundamentals, concepts and all. उसके अलावा कुछ ऐसा preparation चाहिए. Intel basically कैसा resources they want to hire? What kind of resources?
Intel, all the VLSI companies, what I know is they hire very less BTechs. So they have these are the US companies. So US companies follow that norm that if we are hiring, we should hire a master student. So a master in VLSI, a master in this, master in that. So they follow the same trend in India also. So obviously, if you have MTech from IIT, they know the alumni of IITs are already working in Intel. They know what quality they have. So when they come to placements to IIT, they come with a mindset that this guy is from IIT. We know IIT is already working now, so we must have a good concept. But even though they will have a good interview, and in the interview again they will check your fundamentals. See, wherever you go, anywhere you go,
Basic,
your
yeah,
basic thing, if your fundamentals are clear, you can get anything, anywhere. So
yeah,
right from now, if students can develop the habit of understanding, digging into it, and until you get the concept, just don't be okay, fine. I'll do somehow manage. No, no, no. This is even until your Intel interview also, maybe some your digital logic circuit which you have studied in third year or second year of your BTech might be might they have asked they will be asking you which you just left for your MTech. You have been studying very deep technical subjects. I know Intel people ask very basic digital circuits which you have studied in second year of engineering. So if you develop the habit of understanding the concepts.
so yeah, so basically if you have a good skill set, if your concepts are good, if your fundamentals are good, if your technical skills are good, then you won't have a problem in finding a job. Like you can crack interviews, be it PSU, be it IIT Bombay, be it core companies, be it corporate. Okay, there is a question for Parth, and it was asked. It is asked by Gurpreet Marwa. Gurpreet. Okay, so Gurpreet wants to know, along with GATE, please suggest some government exams for civil engineers.
Uh, Gurpreet, as of I really don't know what are the list of government exams, but you find each and every like there are many like junior. I think there is some exam called junior SSE and SSE engineer, junior engineer for SSE, and there are exams which different PSUs conduct, like NHA, National Highway Authority of India, Airport Authority of India. Even these uh, PSUs conduct their exams sometimes. So you need to be updated about these exams basically on internet. But to be frank, I'm not very sure on the list of those things because I didn't enter into that area ever.
Yeah. So they can get update about these jobs if they follow, employment news, or there are notifications that comes in, regular newspaper, or even in our website we have a column called resources where we put notification for PSU jobs as well as other jobs, like because the students who have prepared for GATE, they can also
Right,
appear
right.
other government
Classes
exams.
help a lot with these.
Yeah. So we will definitely help you a
Yes.
lot in this, and keep in touch with our faculties and professors. They are very much updated about the jobs and the exams that are conducted. Okay, especially the government exams. That's it. I want to thank all of you for joining today. I think it would be an eye opener for most of our GATE aspirants. Okay, even most of our engineers who are because they are locked down at their home, they are not attending their colleges, they are not going their colleges, they are really tired, and they are thinking of what to do and what not to do. I think this is the time where which they should they should utilize to improve their skill set, right? It can be any skills, it can be technical skills, non-technical skills, and make yourself job ready, right? You never know what it is going to be when things are normal. Then again, your GATE exam will be in February 2021 for the students who will be appearing 2021. So this is the right time that you can utilize and be ready for 2021. Get a good GATE score, get into a top premier institute. 2 साल का time है, MTech करके निकलो. There will be a lot of opportunities coming in for you. Or else, if you get a PSU or any other jobs, grab it, go for it. Okay, so just improve your qualities. That's what I want to say. So thanks a lot, all of you, once again. And I hope if our students will require your help or will require your advice, we will try connecting them to you again. Okay, please help them with your valuable advice and your experiences, because you all have already uh, you all have already traveled that journey. Okay, so thanks a lot, and be safe, and we will see you soon again.
Yeah, sure.
Bye, and take care, all of
Thank
you.
you, Abhijit. Thank you, Vidya,
Yeah, yeah,
for this
yeah,
opportunity. and for sure, whenever needed, we are available.
Yeah, thanks, Part. Thanks a
Important.
lot.
Thanks a lot.
Yeah, thanks. Bye, Shavani. Take care.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah.